Greetings and welcome to the Morning Curve. I am your host, King James the Root, the 78 of TikTok. And I've made it. I've successfully lived through the weekend. There we go, babies. But I've successfully lived through the weekend. However, the assassination attempts have not stopped. Yesterday, I have a feeling that somebody got stabbed right here with a cheap-ass knife. I'm pretty sure it's close to someone who's close to me. So, we'll see. And the people say, I don't care who I have to kill. I'm going to get that company. That's what they say anyway. So we'll just see who they have to kill and how long they stay in jail. And remember, I have ultimate authority in the federal prison system. Because I'm a federal agent with authorization to use lethal force, if I want to, all I got to do is say, kill this detainee. And the cops in there will take their gun, go over there, shoot him 3 times in the head, and drag his body all around the facility to let everybody know you don't fuck with Senor Muerte. And that's where my power in prison comes from. The fact that I can kill you at any minute in prison. Because I'm a federal agent, special agent in charge, Lord James Monroe Bradsher, Secret Service. And I have authorization to use lethal force against anybody I need to. And that includes the president. Not that I'm threatening the president, President Biden. I am not threatening you. You seem to be a wholly competent man right now. So we'll just give you some time to see what you're going to do. Just relaying information. So, it is springtime. The sun is out. The birds are chirping. Well, that's more of a chicken crowing, but still. It's not bad. Yet another year has gone by. And now, here I am once again. I have a house in Sacramento. I know because I bought it. Somebody spilled elk urine and anthrax in it. So I would like the hazmat to go clean it up and get it ready for me so I can move in. Because this is getting ridiculous. Nobody wants me at this house. I don't want to be at this house. Let me move into my house. It's funny how the family wants me gone but won't let me leave because I have the money, and until they get the money, they can't let me go. I'm being held. Held for ransom. Give us the money. My children are being held for ransom. Give us the money or we hurt your children. It seems like every one of their parents are saying, we want $500,000. I have 10 children. Only one bank account had $500,000. I can't give $500,000 to every parent. Now, can I? When I only have $500,000. And I don't have it because I spent the money already. I spent $500,000 on a new home in Sacramento. So there is no $500,000 for anybody now. You understand? Yeah, don't bother, Bug. Bug is Hillary Pearl Bond. She's called Bug because she has the word bug tattooed across her arm. She says it's because that's her husband's nickname. But it's not. It's her nickname. She's an unregistered animagus. She turns into a cockroach. You see, she went to prison in New York a while back. While she was in prison in New York, she learned how to be an animagus. Then she got her name Bug tattooed on her arm because she chose cockroach, because all the people she likes to hang around with and get information from have cockroaches. And she can blend into their environment so easily just by transforming. And nobody will know it is her until they actually squish her when she's crawling on their neck covered by anthrax. Some animations. With the way people like to try and kill me. If I was an animagus, I would not pick a simple bug. Yeah, I would not pick a simple bug as my form. I'd pick something big and dangerous. Some that have trouble killing. My animagus form would be Black Dragon. Hell yeah. Oh. I know, Tucker. So, how do we get these people to leave my fortune alone? It's all frozen because I'm under investigation by the IRS. How does he make his money, they say? Okay. Here's a quick lowdown on how I made my money. My brother came back to me from the military. I was a broken, miserable man. I didn't know what I was going to do. My fiance left me. I had a young son to care for. And I had no idea what I was going to do. Then my brother came to me. He told me that he'd help me. Just, what do I need done? I told him I need to be my own country. I would like to declare my own country in the court system. Get out from under the deficit. I need my son declared his own country too. I need to start my own church, the First Temple of Bob Boblin Ministries, and I want to run a company, something by consultations. And he thinks about it and says, "Okay, what do you want your company to be?" I said, "Ambercroft Incorporated." I've already got that figured out. So he makes the business license, declares me my own country, gets me my own church. Then he says, okay, you got all that. What are we going to do about this? And I told him I want to start consulting. So we need to call Pepsi Cola, Pepsi Products. We need to call Jolly Rancher. Jolly Rancher Candy Company. Consultation for them is Jolly Rancher soda. The bold flavor of Jolly Rancher. In a can. Right? Right? Only they didn't take it. They made Jolly Rancher water flavoring. Shake up your favorite Jolly Rancher. It's still not carbonated soda, bitch. And I own Jolly Rancher. I own 51% of the Jolly Rancher Candy Company. So why won't they take my consultation? It's not like they're going to owe me any extra money. I'm invested with them. The consultations are free. If I'm invested with your company, you get my consultations free of charge because you already pay me a large amount of money. I already get 51% of everything that Jolly Rancher Candy Company rakes in profit. And Jolly Rancher makes some money, let me tell you. Pacific Gas and Electric, PG&E. I own 30% of PG&E. That's 30% of all the money that comes in from electrical. Imagine how much money is spent on electric every month. And think, things paid for, employees get their paychecks. I get 30% of the profit. That's a big chunk. ExxonMobil Oil. I got 51% of ExxonMobil. 51%. That's a lot of oil. AMPM. British Petroleum. Once again, 51%. I am oil rich. I'm just like Keanu Reeves. I don't care about fancy clothes. I don't care about that stuff. I'm like Keanu Reeves. I'm rich as fuck, but this is how I dress, okay? I don't care. It's not like I'm a big time actor on the movies. I'm just a simple TikTok artist. It's not like I gotta be fancy. It's not like I have been nominated into a principality in France and now I gotta go over there and get married and get my principality vestment ceremony in Sussex, England. You know, I did pay for that, by the way. $300,000 worth of principality. CW, back off. James Ray Wren needs to back off too. Of course, I don't think it's James Ray Wren. I think it's Adam James Wren. Or James Adam Wren. I think it's James Adam Wren. Matthew, hello, Lieutenant Oliver. Okay, I'll see you then, Lieutenant Oliver. I will see you then, homie. In the meantime, have a good day and make somebody's life better today. Go out and change somebody's life. You do that today and I'll be happy. Go out there and live for me vicariously. Go change somebody's life for the better. I don't care how you do it. Make them laugh, give them money, give them a sandwich, help them do something with your physical labor, help them dig a ditch. I don't care. Help them fix their car, walk their dog, buy their dog food. I don't care how you change their life for the better. Just do it. Maybe you know a little old woman that never gets out of the house. So you tell her that you'll watch her cats for her while she goes fishing. That's changing her life for the better. She gets to go to a camp. She gets to go to a fishing trip. When normally she'd just be laying around home. So you changed her life for the better. But I am still alive. They haven't killed me yet, even with a knife and a gun and all the poison that they can muster. I'm better than General Custer. Calusa Casino Resort owes me a good percentage of what they make every month because I'm invested with them. Right now, I have them paying off into a Wells Fargo account in Calusa. Of course, Wells Fargo has given the account to an Islamic terrorist illegally, as we have been watching. As I own 20% of Wells Fargo Bank stock and I have a partnership with them, we watch my account very carefully. So it's very funny to find Mr. Wren in charge of my account. They call it the secret account. So I withdrew all my money out of the secret account, except for $1,000. Now the secret account is fairly broke. And the secret account isn't going to help him now, is it? And Mr. Ronnie Zuckerman, you were on my electrical account, bragging about how you're so rich, you're going to get half of it. I transferred everything but $5,000 into a Canadian account. Now how rich are you, Mr. Zuckerman? $5,000 doesn't seem like much. Boy, you're rich. Woo! Woo, you're rich. So, how many more accounts do I have to transfer out of country? Any more accounts you want to steal from? Any more accounts I need to transfer? Hmm? Want to steal from me some more? Hard to steal when they're all frozen. I can live without money. I don't mind. I'll live on my SSI. Doesn't bother me one bit. I can make my SSI stretch, you see. You see, if I need extra money, I just get on TikTok or YouTube and do this kind of stuff and make money. Now, as it's donations, it doesn't count. It doesn't count against my SSI or my tax. So I don't have to register it. I don't have to. No, I just sit here and TikTok and make my money. It makes me a couple extra $100 a month, so I can survive. Not bad. I mean, some TikTok artists makes hundreds of thousands of dollars just for a half-hour performance. Just being on TikTok for half an hour, people make hundreds of thousands of dollars. So, you really think I can't make money on TikTok? That's why I don't go to TikTok that much anymore. I make too much money. Everybody wants to give to the poor homeless guy. And I understand. I'm a poor homeless guy. I love it. But when I can earn money, I try not to panhandle too much. I'd rather have a job. Of course, panhandling is a job. TikTok is a job. TikTok is set up as a social media application to make money. You broadcast, entertaining people with your broadcast. In return, sometimes they give you pennies. Here's a couple pennies for entertaining me. Same thing I do for the TV. You entertain me, I give you money, right? It's the same thing. Public broadcast for TV. So, and as for my family, you guys married me off a long time ago. You married me to someone. I don't even know who my husband or wife is. I don't know who my spouse is supposed to be. It's been like 16 years or so since I got married. And my OnlyFans performances, it's set up for taxation. That's listed as a job. So I'm married, I'm working, I want my trust fund. I'm married, I'm working, I'm 40 years old, where's my trust fund, bitch? OnlyFans is a job, motherfucker. So is YouTube. For doing this, I've already made in the last year, I made $1,120,000 on YouTube from sponsorships. I donated it to the First Temple of Bob Bodleian Ministries because I didn't want people to steal it. So, what am I going to make this year? Speaking of that, this broadcast proudly brought to you by Pepsi Cola Pepsi products, sold in stores near you. Get yours at the Dollar General. No. I'm not going to let the family get away with killing me and stealing my trust fund. I'm not going to let you get away with keeping me broke and miserable when I earned my trust fund. A $50 million trust fund. That's $50 million plus the interest it makes over the years that it's been there. So it's over $50 million now. Now, it's a $50 million trust fund. I have to be working, married, and at least 40 years old. I am 42 years old. I am married to somebody because you guys married him to me. I can get the marriage certificate from Coops County Courthouse. And I'm working for OnlyFans. I already make about $100. I've already made almost $100. So, OnlyFans, that's my job. Married, I'm married. And I'm 40 years old. Where's my trust fund, family? Where's my trust fund? You can't keep it. You can't give it to the fat man. I know you wanted to give him my trust fund and then give him his trust fund too. Because the trust fund was made from a $100 million check from the Vatican. Pope Francis sent me a $100 million check when I founded the First Temple of Bob Bodleian Ministries. It was a temple donation from church to church, and you stole it and made trust funds out of it. Now I want my money back, all $100 million of it. I'm contacting the Vatican. I'm sure Pope Francis would be glad to hear that you stole my money and that you are going to hell and that you are going to jail. So please, give me my money, all $100 million of it, because I'm writing the Vatican. A nice handwritten sentiment on paper sent in the mail because they don't have an email address. I've already written them once. I no longer live at 901 Dale Avenue, apartment 26. I have moved. Well, you better find a way to get it, woman. You better find a way to get my $100 million. Because when you took it, you had $100 million. I want my $100 million. Not to mention the Morey family. Yeah, the Morey family. I sued them for child support because they said they would raise me. My parent, David Moore, said he raised me. Although I was not raised by David Moore, nor by his wife, Debbie Moore. I was given to a Melba Sue Bradsher. Even got the birth certificate that says Melba Sue Bradsher is my mother. And she didn't raise me my whole life either. So I want my child support. And court has set it at $100 million. So that's $200 million you owe me. Plus the $50 million trust fund. It's really fun to steal from people, isn't it? The way you just build up debt. Oh, you can't pay me $250 million? Then I'll take you to court and indenture your ass. Indentured servitude. You can be my slave. That's fine. The Morey family will be my slaves. I don't care. You better find a way to get $250 million then, huh? Not to mention the $500,000 I made that you stole from me, whoever it is, probably Becky or whatnot. Whoever you are, Becky, James, Ray, whatever. Whoever it is that stole my $500,000 investment that I made for Muerte Musica, because I didn't receive it, so there's going to be no payout. If you would have gave it to me, Mr. Green, then it would have been secure and you would have got your money. I mean, Muerte Musica is already $1 billion company. What with investments and sponsorships and everything that I make off YouTube. Do I look black? Look at me. Do I look black? Honest. Does this look black to you? This is not a black guy. This is a Native American man. Irish Native American man. Irish from the McAnally family. A Native American from the Choctaw and Cherokee tribes. So thank you very much, but I am not black. Mr. Islamic, you have a fucking beard, Mr. Islamic. You look fucking weird, Mr. Islamic. You're a piece of fucking shit. And you'll be found in a ditch, Mr. Islamic. They're gonna break your neck, Mr. Islamic. You'll never get my check, Mr. Islamic. Mr. Islam. You're a pathetic piece of shit, Mr. Islam. You'll never get rich, Mr. Islam. And who is Mr. Islam friends with? Ron Cottrell, David Moore, James Jeffrey Chandler while he was still alive, Mike Scholes. These are all people that are trying to steal from me. How weird when you know most of them are trying to steal from me and Mr. Islam is helping. It's amazing. They think that I don't understand. They think that I don't hear them. They think that I don't know what they're up to. Like you can't see me right now, but you can hear me, right? Imagine if you couldn't see what was going on, but you could hear everything from surveillance in your earbud. And therefore you heard their conversations and you knew what they were up to. Hello, let's come up here and say hi. Come up here and say hi to the audience. Say hi, everybody. Yeah, him get lovins. Yes, him get lovins. Yes, dog gets lovins too. Yes. Oh, Rufus. Him's a good Rufus. Him not for sale. Him's my Rufus. Yeah, mwah, him my Rufus. Come here, dog. Come on. Come up and say hi, doggy dog. There's doggy dog. Say hi. Say hi, it's doggy dog. Yeah, him's a lover boy too. And him not for sale either. No, they're not. None of my doggies are for sale. No, they're not. I don't care. They're not for sale. No, they're not. Huh. Yeah. Him's my baby boy. Oh, him get kisses. Daddy loved the kisses. Daddy loved the kisses. There you go. Yes, and there's Kira. I'm not grabbing you and lifting you in my lap, baby. You're too big. Yeah. You get lovins, though, Kira. Yeah, you do. You get lovins, though. Let's... Get lovins. Rufus. You had love-ins. You're a jealous pot. I'm petting your mom, your grandma. Oh, Kira. Say you petting me, huh? Yeah, you're a jealous pot too, dog. You're a jealous pot too. Oh, you don't knock down my broadcast table, baby. So, how are we going to do this? How are we going to get all my money back when this greedy family, who runs the county, by the way, the Moore family runs the county. I figured this out after years of study. The Morey family runs this county. Mary Moore Family Funeral Services that runs the sheriff's station, because all the coroners work for McNary Moore. That means all the cops work for the Moore family. That explains why I got arrested for doing absolutely nothing, how I got held in jail without being read Miranda, and how I got convicted when my lawyer should have got me off, because the lawyer is Anthony Smith, and I remember him from when I lived in Colusa. He was a friend of the family. So that explains why I got railroaded by the court system. Because the Morey family owns McNary Moore Funeral Service, which means they own Colusa County, which means they can do whatever they want to anybody they want, period, because they're the Morey family. Only that's what they thought would happen. You see, I purchased the railroad, Union Pacific, and others. I purchased the railroads. The railroads own most of the people in Colusa County, because Colusa County is a railroad county. This county was founded by the railroad when it came through here. Most of the families living in this county are enslaved to the railroad. So when I purchased the railroad, I bought your piece of shit family. And now they're my slaves. So I'm going to start sending them out of state to work in train yards. So I hope you enjoyed yourself, because you just made your life a whole lot worse, motherfucker. It's now the McNary Bradsher Funeral Service. Owned by James Monroe Bradsher. Paid for by an account in the Royal Bank of Scotland, Port Soy. An account that does not have Melba Sue Bradsher's name on it, nor anybody else's. Just mine. And it's got the English treasurer or the Scottish treasurer on it for an accounting purposes. Not to mention my computer, which does my accounting for me. It's a military supercomputer. They call it the data system. Data analysis tactical acquisition. Data. Anyways, it does my accounting for me, so I don't need a human accountant. So please inform me as to how you're going to give me my shit back. Rufus, I'm trying to broadcast. Quit running through here. Yeah, I know you like to play, and I love to see you play, but I'm on broadcast. Stop it. Hi, Kira. Good girl. Good girl. You're nice and calm. Yeah, you're nice and calm. Yes, you are. You're nice and calm. You get lovins. And for some reason, the Leverett family thinks they have control of Colusa County. The Leveretts think they have control because the Leveretts have always worked for the railroad. The Leveretts work for the railroad. And since the Leveretts work for the railroad, they think they're in charge of the slaves owned by the railroad. But I own the railroad. Therefore, I pay their paychecks. And the Leverett family is hereby fired from Union Pacific. Every Leverett is going to be fired by Union Pacific. We do not want the Leverett family working for us anymore. And now comes the time of the show that everybody loves. It's time to smoke a cigarette with the king. So let him got him, homies. Mr. Leverett, you forgot about the things, Mr. Leverett. The things that I like to sing about, Mr. Leverett. You're a piece of crap, you little piece of shit, Mr. Leverett. You think you can get away with shit, Mr. Leverett. But you're not, you're just gonna quit, Mr. Leverett. And my grandpa, George Leverett, used to work for the railroad. That's why he owned so much of Arbuckle, California, is because he was a railroad official. Now they're telling my son that his dad is famous. Hi, Austin, I'm famous. I got famous so I could harass everybody that was trying to steal from me and kill me. The people kidnapping my children like Hillary Pearl Bond and whatnot, using them for ransom against me. Yeah. I got famous so I could tell everybody about it. About how I have full custody of my son Austin and Austin James Bradsher and Monica Jolie Bond. I have full custody given by the Supreme Court. That's the Supreme Court, highest court in America, not even just California. The Supreme Court. I have a custody agreement saying Austin James Bradsher and Monica Jolie Bond are my custody, 100%, not shared custody, 100% custody. Yet, do you see any children around me? No, that is because Hillary Pearl Bond kidnapped both of them. I, like a good father, reported the kidnapping to the Colusa County Sheriff multiple times. Yet when I went in to get my reports for court, there were no reports filed. Why? Because McNary Moore Funeral Services is owned by the Moore family. My brother goes out with Hillary Pearl Bond from time to time, and he doesn't want her arrested. So they erased all the files. McNary Moore Funeral Service, everybody. Moore, M-O-O-R-E. McNary Moore Funeral Service. Owns the sheriff. So the sheriff does whatever the Moore family wants them to do, including arrest innocent people so they can swindle their money. We let you out, you give us 50%. If not, you stay in. That's what they say. So I just did my time. Fuck that shit. They're not getting my money. I'd rather stay in jail than give these fucking pieces of shits my money. I'll run my empire from the jail. Shot callers do it all the time. What do you think I am, bitch? Calusa Casino Resort. I own a good share of that. At least 50%. 15 to 50%. So that means I make more money than the McNary Moore Funeral Home. Doesn't that mean I'm more important to Calusa County than McNary is? Or Morey family? McNary family might be interesting because they might be legal minded. Who knows? They're just outvoted by the Morey family. I don't like being arrested for nothing. All I did was tell a young boy who was fucking annoying me that if he did not go on the other side of the complex, I would sue him. Legal litigation, taking money from his family. And they said I got criminal threats with intent to terrorize. Last I knew, threatening to sue someone was not criminal threats with intent to terrorize. It was only telling them that they were going to go into legal litigation if they did not leave you alone. I have audio evidence that can prove that I did this. And I was not chasing them around, threatening them. We have satellite surveillance that proves there were only 2 children outside my apartment. So where did 5 charges come from? Maggie and Kenneth Robinson were the only 2 children there. So where are all the other charges? That's 3 extra charges. Not to mention, if you ask 5 children to explain an event separately, 5 each time, each child might say around the same thing, but it'll be different for each child because the sequence will be different. What they say is different. However, the charges that are filed against me are the same exact charge, 5 times verbatim. This is trumped up charges. Not to mention, I got surveillance that proves I didn't do anything. I'm going to get McNary more. You know what? To Scotland, I want you to purchase McNary Moore Funeral Service in the name James Monroe Bradsher, California identification, basketball 7478065, B7478065. Purchase McNary Moore Funeral Services, includes County, California, 100%. But keep the McNary family on as employees. And when we purchased it, I want it to be called the Bradsher Funeral Service. Bradsher McNary Bradsher Funeral Service. No, he's not that smart. Fat hubba lubba, Willie Bubba. ICPRA knows who he is. Fat hubba lubba, fat hubba lubba. Sue Willie Bubba. Play Willie Bubba and sue the Willie Bubba. Play Willie Bubba and sue the Willie Bubba. Give my accountant in Scotland, give him the surveillance so that I can talk directly to him. The Morey family is not getting any money out of me. They might have my $50 million trust fund, but I have more money than $50 million. You think I'm scared? You think I'm scared? Ooh, I'm quaking in my boots. Ooh, you stole from me. You stole from me my whole life. When I was a child, I was gifted with $1,000. The family stole it from me. When I was a child, I had a piggy bank full of rare currency, $2 bills, silver certificates, collectible coins. Somebody in the family stole it from me. When I got a job doing a roofing job, my first paycheck, the family stole it from me. You see, it's a long succession of this family stealing from me. So when I got $50 million and they didn't want me to have it, who do you think stole my money? Every time I come up with money, this family steals it from me. And they think they say they love me. No, 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 no. I happen to have at least one or two women in the family who look at me every day. Every day they see me, they think I hate you. They think at my knee, I hate you. They try to hurt me. They try to poison me. They try to kill me. They want me dead so they can have all my money. Well, just for your information, if I am ever to die and cease to function, all of my company assets, properties, possessions, titles, holdings go to an alien race to hold for me. The Anunnaki will hold it for me, and the Sid will make sure it's taken care of too. And I bet the Asgard would help as well. And a great many other alien races. And if you want to fight them, they're all here in orbit. Have at. We'll see who wins this piece of shit. More's more. You stab them, we slap them. Owned by David Moore. So it's owned by David Moore. So David Moore has a son that doesn't like me. David Moore himself wants to kill me and steal my assets. So I wonder who's got McNary Moore Funeral Service working against me. Who's got the sheriff after me? Who's got the sheriff saying they don't know where to find me whenever it's time to give me something and want to give it to somebody else, most notably the Morey family. But when it's time to arrest me, they know where to find me. How's that? Oh, yeah, he's in trouble. Let's go to his house. Oh, look, he gets this. Well, we'll take it over to this person instead. That's Clues County Sheriff, McNary Moore Funeral Service. And the Wren family works for the Moore family. And who's been checking my box? Judy Wilson's been checking my mailbox. Who does Judy Wilson live with? Mr. Wren. Who does Mr. Wren work for? Mr. Moore. Who could be doing this? Mr. Moore. And who does Mr. Moore work for? Mr. Zuckerman. So if I was to use RICO law, who would we lock up? Mr. Zuckerman. Oh, look, they're trying to take me off the air again. I can hear the pathetic buzzing sound. I'm still on the air. I'm still on my broadcast, see, because you cannot shut this off on me. I am cool and you are not. So let's just pretend that you got shot. So you fell down and you bled out. Now I think I got the gout, but it's not, it's just me, my legs. Now I think I need some eggs. So I go to the grocery store and fill out $1 more. Pull out. Oh, never mind. Fuck it. It's just a little rhyme. It's not like I'm trying to make money off of it. It's not like I'm putting music to it and recording. I'm just fucking around. I got some rhythms. I got some songs I'm trying to write. So I just sit there and sing different lyrics to them, trying to figure out what sounds right. I haven't come up with the actual song I'm going to sing to it yet. I just come up with these little lullaby rhythms to it. Fucking around. You are so fucking stupid. See, you thought I could not see all the pimples that you do, all the stupid shit you do with McNary and your crew. So you think you're so fucking smart, but I think you're just a fart. Usually, you are ranked like buffalo gas. So that, and I know you don't take it up the ass because you're so fucking stupid, hey. And I know your son is gay. I know he molested me because he did it for free. I think you should pay me now for all the shit he did and how. Before I go to the press, you see, and tell them all you did to me. Imagine me going to the press and talking about my childhood. Imagine me going to the press and talking to my childhood about how this family treated me. Imagine my childhood, Willie, my childhood. Imagine if I talked about my childhood. I could start out in Texas. I was born in Arlington, Texas, under another name. I was born in Arlington, Texas. And while I was there, I was having sexual relations with my babysitter's daughter. They would babysit me because my mom was single and she worked. So I was babysit by another family, the McBride family. And Martina McBride was my girlfriend. I had a good life in Texas. The only problem is I had a lot of needles sticking me. That's why I'm phobic of needles. I'm a naval medical experiment, and they had to take blood and give shots and whatnot every so often because I was feeble. And, well, it scared me. But Martina made it worth it because when I was home, she made life livable. And then all of a sudden, my family decided they were going to up and move to California. So I wrote my girlfriend and her mom a letter, got in the car, and drove to California. Now, what do you see? I was making a recording on a audio cassette. Coming to America. Right? I got to California. They changed my name, changed my identity, burned my medical records. And I've been James Monroe Bradsher ever since. Now, I started living with my family, most notably my grandma and grandpa at the time. My grandpa, George Leverett, was involved with the railroad, so he had a lot of authority in Arbuckle, California, in Cluse County. My grandma was a Native American woman that he married. Very nice, sweet, always working on something, cooking, cleaning. Very well-mannered young woman. And then there was the family. Some of the children picked on me. Some of the children molested me. Some of them beat me. But I lived on and I didn't say much about it because, hell, I'm alive at least. Naval Medical Research said if I left Texas, I was going to die. Yet here I am, getting picked on and molested. So I was happy. And I started to grow up. And then they started to move me around from town to town, so nobody got to know me too much. So I made a lot of friends in a lot of places. Some of them are pretty influential people, like Evelyn Reagan. She's part of the Reagan administration, Reagan family. Holly Foss, owners of Foss Family Tugboats, Foss Family, Henry Foss, Foss Tugboat Company, the Foss Waterway, fairly important. Bryce Cheney, owners of Cheney Stadium. So, Dan Donnelly, son of Governor Donnelly at the time. I just made a few friends here and there. But hell, it was worth it. It was a good life. And while I was traveling, I wasn't being molested or beaten on by the other children in the family, who are now listed as my cousins and who are all, once again, trying to kill me and get me locked up so that they can benefit from my money. Because the Moore family wants the Varney fortune. I am heir to the Varney fortune. The Morey family wants the Varney fortune. And to get it, they have to kill the Varney children. Yeah, but see, when it comes to the family giving me money, they say, don't give him the money. We'll just buy him a house. We'll buy him everything he needs. That way they can tack on more money than it costs. Like if the house costs $200,000, they're going to say it costs $500,000, and they're going to take $300,000 for their pocket. That's why they want to be in charge of my money. Just like any other accountant. We'll take so much for ourselves when we pay for stuff. No, you won't. You will not. You are not in charge of my accounts. You are not in charge of my assets. The Morey family can leave my assets alone. And with the McNary Moore family, who is helping them? The Chandler family. Hillary Pearl Bond, Jason Chandler, Bo Chandler, Ronnie Zuckerman, their accountant. The Fox family. Shirley Fox's old family. God bless her heart. Wonderful woman, Shirley Fox. Wonderful woman. Miss her dearly. She was a good woman to hang around. It wasn't actually dating because we weren't actually going out, but we're being social together. She would come down and we would go out to dinner and whatnot. It was kind of like dating, but more like just a friend and we'd go visit. But I call it dating because the closest thing to a date I had at the time. So she was a wonderful woman. And I do wish I could see her again. But her family are a bunch of cum-guzzling gutter sluts who want to steal everything in sight. Their accountant, Ronnie Zuckerman, for instance. Oh, he's a piece of shit. That's a real work right there. That's a real piece of work. I had an account with billions in it, and Ronnie Zuckerman was on it. Now it's only got $5,000 in it. Where'd my money go? I had an account here at Wells Fargo Bank in Calusa. Had millions of dollars in it. Millions. And then Mr. Wren got on it. And now there's only $1,000 left in it. Where'd my money go? Not that I don't know where it is. I know where it is. But they don't. So where'd my money go? Now, to all these people trying to steal my money, think on this. I paid off the United States debt, the U.S. debt, the national debt. I paid it off. Then, with an order of forfeiture at the Supreme Court, I called it in. That means when they couldn't pay me $24 trillion, they gave up the land and people as collateral. That means you are mine. Your land is mine. Your bank accounts are mine. And I can swindle you and spend your money and wheeze off your juice. So I think I'm going to wheeze off Mr. Moore's juice. I'm going to wheeze off the Morey fortune. So I'm going to wheeze off the Morey fortune. Since they're the ones wanting to steal from me, I'll wheeze off their juice. I figure they already cost me $50 million, so that's a lot of wheezing. I'm going to have to wheeze my ass off to catch up to how much they've been wheezing. Yes, and don't think Richard Miller's out of the question either, because I know he's involved, because if Mr. Moore's involved, so is Mr. Miller. Mr. Miller is Mr. Moore's support. If you need big, violent people, Mr. Miller is a violent person. He's stupid and he's violent. He likes to say he's crazy, but he understands everything perfectly well. He's just stupid and violent. Not that I don't love the man. I do. I truly love the boy. He's been my friend for a long time. But I can't trust him anymore. I got rich. He wants to steal from me. He wants to kill my children. He wants to kill my fucking dog, for fuck's sake. What's my dog done to you? So if my dog comes up missing, it's either Mr. Wren, Mr. Cottrell, or Mr. Miller that's done it. Because I know Mr. Moore wants to keep the dog for himself. Yo, James Hill, what's up, Violent J? The Moore family is pissing me off. The Moore family is pissing me off. Your brother pisses me off, James. Sent James Hill in to calm me down. I ain't gonna calm down. I'll just tell Mr. Hill what it's all about. You see, I'm suing the Morey family. I'm gonna steal everything they have in court. I'm gonna take everything the Moore family owns because I paid off the United States national debt and I called it in and now everyone's my slave. So I'm gonna seize the Morey fortune. Everything the Morey family owns, it's all gonna be mine now because they won't leave me alone. Yeah, it's my little snitch songs. My little snitch songs. Who are they? The Morey family. I don't want to say names right now because some of them, as I know, some of them aren't involved, but a lot of them are. So Mr. Morey, he's involved. His wife's involved. His son's involved. Mostly Mr. Morey and his son, though. Although Miss Morey is helping out. She tells me all the time that she hates me. Because, hell, like I can help it. I got nowhere else to go. And this is my house. I bought it. I paid $250,000 for it. Aww. Mr. Wren can't help you see. Mr. Wren does not dunk you. He is so fucked up. He is an old Islamic fucking piece of shit, man. Give us a tour sometime. Oh, we don't get tours. No tours. This is all you get to see. The house is the yard's a mess because we're cleaning it up and revamping it. So this is all you get to see. I'm still trying to figure out how I'm going to get my money back from the Morey people. They think they're in charge because they own McNary Morey from Funeral Service, the local funeral home, which is where the Curlusa coroners come from. Which means if they own the coroner, then they own the cops. If they own the cops, then they get you arrested for bullshit and they put you in jail and they have friends who are the lawyers. So they put their lawyer friend in charge of your account and make sure you stay in jail. Huh, never heard of them. Huh. You ever heard Violent J sing about Willie Bubba? The Fat Hubba Lubba? Come on. You ever heard Fat Hubba Lubba Willie Bubba? Gonna sue Willie, gonna play Willie Bubba and sue the Willie Bub. Play Willie Bubba and sue the Willie. Who kicked Willie Bubba's ass? I did. Did you do it right here in the class? Sure did. Okay, Willie Bubba is a Maury. Willie Bubba is one of the Mauries. That's why Violent J doesn't like him, because he lives off his dad's reputation. His dad has a big reputation from going to jail. And Willie Bubba, Fat Hubba Lubba, lives off that reputation. So he just sits there being respected. And Violent J is out kicking ass, making a name for himself, and is saying, you just sit on your ass and get it handed to you. I should get the respect. See? Fat Hubba Lubba Willie Bubba. I went to jail. I got my respect. I spent a year behind bars because the Maury family wanted me out of the way so they could steal my assets. I noticed a lot of my assets went to the Maury family. I hope you know when I bought these assets, it's not just stock. I bought the assets. I negotiated for a partnership with the asset. And it was agreed upon that the asset would never leave my name. So in getting them situated with the Maury family, you have breached the contract, and therefore you are under arrest. All of the Maury family are going to be under arrest now. You did 10 years straight? Shit, man. 10 years is a long time, homie. 10 years is a long time. It's a long time to sit behind bars. I only did a year, but it got me my respect. It doesn't matter how long you stay in jail. People remember you when you take on the whole cell block in an open air environment. People kind of get the picture that you're not someone to fuck around with, because you take on the whole cell block. Not one guy from the cell block, not one group of guys in the cell block, the whole damn cell block. 50 motherfuckers. Because I didn't like what was going on. Kind of get you a reputation. Yeah, check this out. When it happened, I was sitting here with my Mexican friend. Sitting here, I had an earbud, he had an earbud. We were listening to Mexican music so I could learn Spanish. And we're sitting there, and I see this black guy over there kiss an Asian guy. And everybody in the fucking cell block starts getting on to him about it. And I'm joshing with my Mexican friend, like, look at that, look, dude, he's razzing him so hard and shit, right? Then it starts getting violent, right? So I'm like, hold this, I'll be right back. Like, I gotta go to the bathroom, I'll be right back. It's no big deal. So we sit there, I walk over, put the black man behind me, says, stay there. And I looked out at 46 other enraged motherfuckers, and I said, one at a time or all together. We're settling this right now. And I walked away from that. I walked back over to my Mexican friend, picked up my earbud and said, okay. So I got a reputation. Okay. I'm not afraid to throw down. I just don't like to throw down. Willie Bubba knows that. He tried to go all psychotic on me. So I told him, let's step outside. First thing I'm going to do is spear your knee out from under you. And he sat his fat ass back down. Because he don't want to be speared in the knee. Gonna bust his knee all out of there. I have to throw down. You love to throw down? Shit. I don't like pain, dude. I don't like pain. Pain hurts. I can live through it. I can deal with it. Doesn't mean I like it. You understand? So I try to do without it as much as possible. Try to avoid it if I can. But if I can't afford it, if I can't avoid it, I'm not scared of it. I just don't like it. Shit. Fuck. What's somebody got to do to get some respect around here? Do I got to go John Wick to get some respect? I'll go John Wick on the sheriff's station. I'll go straight up John Wick on the sheriff's station. I've done it before in Washington State. I've done it in Phoenix, Arizona. What do you think I was in jail for? So I'll go all John Wick on the sheriff's station. They want to go with McNary Moore Funeral Service? We'll go John Wick. I ain't got a problem with John Wick. I like John Wick. You know, the military has me classified as John Wick on steroids. I haven't figured that out if it means I'm John Wick only better or if it means I'm John Wick and I'm roid raging. Right now, I feel like John Wick on roid rage. You know, I'm just mad at everybody. I'm on roid rage right now. Okay, Mr. Hill, you have fun checking on that car. You work on that car. And if you see Violent J and Shaggy Tito, tell them I said, what's up, homies? Crown love from California, homes. Especially to Shaggy. Shaggy's my man. That's my brother. My brother from another mother. It's like the same mother, but still, it's my brother. Okay, you do that. Oh, the beeping's going on again. They're trying to take me off the air. So how are we going to get Maury family to leave me alone? How do we get McNary Moore Funeral Service to back down? Perhaps purchasing their piece of shit funeral service will do that. Fat hubba lubba. Who kicked Willie Bubba's ass? I did. Did you do it right here in the class? Sure did. Did you punch him in the mouth? Did you kick him in the face? Did you punch him in, slap him in the forehead? Yeah, yeah. Who kicked Willie Bubba's ass? I did. Did you do it right here in the class? Sure did. So. Well, let's see. What else do we want to do? We are trying to purchase McNary Moore funeral service from the Morey family. Funeral service, Sacramento. What funeral home runs the CDC in Sacramento? I don't know which one it is. So just for that, I want to purchase 100% of every I want to purchase 51% of every funeral service in Sacramento. I'm the king of cremation. Also, I want to buy Yuba Sutter County coroner's offices, any corner in Yuba Sutter, and in Shasta County, I want to do the same thing. Matter of fact, I want to buy 51% of every coroner, every funeral home in California and Jefferson. Ow. Now, brown cow. I'm going to be the king of coronary. So, the king of coronary. How are we going to do this? As soon as I buy 51% of a coronary office, as soon as they agree and make it a partnership, I want a full partnership. As soon as I have my partnership with the coroner, have them start investigating what's been going on. That should be their main priority. My assets. Still do their job adequately, but somebody should always be assigned to guarding and watching over and investigating my assets and getting them back to me. Yep. I'm gonna have funeral services of my own, and we're gonna investigate what's been going on, 'cause you are so fucked up and incompetent. And there's a fly on my camera. God bless it, flies, stay off my computer. Pinche hermoso. Oh, that reminds me. I'm trying to build California's largest mosque for the Muslim population, the Muslim and Hispanic populations. I am trying to build California's largest mosque here in Arbuckle, California. I am hoping for donations to build said mosque. So, anybody who has contacts that would be willing to donate to the building of a sacred mosque for the worship of everybody, please contact me, as I would like to actually get this done. A mosque is fairly important. You're not going to prevent a mosque from being built, are you? Come on, it's religious. And it's going to be gold encrusted, jewel encrusted. It's going to be gilded in gold with jewel encrustments. But I need donations to finish it. I'm starting to draw up plans for it, but come on. A giant mosque right here in Arbuckle for everybody to worship. The largest mosque in California. Right here in Arbuckle, California. Don't mind me, I'm just loading my bowl. James Wren says I'm pissing him off. Would that be James Adam Wren, perhaps? I wouldn't talk if I were him. I have surveillance in his house. I know what he does late at night. We have evidence of what he does. Do I have to mention what it is you're doing? Just think, Adam. Is there anything at all that you do in your house that you think if you were under surveillance you would get in trouble for? Anything at all? Just remember, I have that surveillance. See, we knew each other since 97 when I slept with your sister. And you were there. We had you under surveillance ever since. So, out of all that time, is there anything which you think you might get in trouble for if I took you to court? Because I want the feds to go through the surveillance since I met Adam Wren and press charges against Adam Wren and Chester Leverett for anything that they have done in that intervening time for which they could get arrested for. I want full charges levied. So na 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 na, ha ha ha, you lose to a retard, ha 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 ha, ha ha ha, you're screwed. 'Cause in jail you lose your anal retention, boo hoo. I like doing my laundry in front of everybody. It's a really good therapeutic technique. It's called leak therapy. This is my therapeutic session. I talk to you about the stuff in my head to see what your response to what I think is going on is. It's a therapeutic tactic derived from my therapy with Dr. Gerardo A. Toribio. He got me started in this. It started out with him just leaking small things to my family, and it's progressed to me just doing open therapy with you. So it actually works. We've seen great strides in recovery. I mean, we've done good. This is a proven therapeutic tactic. Dr. Toribio does not like me. Dr. Toribio does not like me. Ooh, he hates my guts. A Filipino man hates my guts. He was put on my account because Obama is a Filipino man, and he wanted to make sure that nothing that I could do could get accomplished. So he stuck a Filipino therapist on me. Otherwise, I had a white man, a white psychiatrist, an old man. That would be Adam James Adam Wren, working with the Obama administration, using my email account, James_Bradsher@hotmail.com. We got a hair. So, I wonder how Bill Moore is doing. It's my dad, Bill Moore, my adopted dad. Miss the old man. Used to live with him for a while. First time I actually got to know the son bitch for a while. No, we got along fairly well. I mean, we grade on each other every now and then because you can't live around somebody 24/7 and not have argument or whatnot. We were fairly okay together though, until a bitch got involved. till the bitch got involved and her ex-husband. Then things got complicated. And it's still complex to this day because of Charles Montgomery Ford and his pathetic bullshit. So if he wants to step up, I got video cameras all over the backyard. I invite him to come over and throw down. We'll get this finished. We'll get this settled one way or another. Whoever wins, wins. But remember, loser takes it up the ass. I don't care. Either way, I'm going to have a good time. Don't worry, I'll put it on YouTube after it's done. I'll clip it and I'll put it here on YouTube. The fight, and if you want to see the sodomy, it'll be on OnlyFans. I'm buying coronary in Shasta County, yeah. I'm gonna arrest everyone and be happy, yeah. 'Cause they're all gonna be in jail now. The criminals will all suck because they're in that fucking pen, yeah. And the guards fuck them up the butt. So, I'm on the board at the bank, at my bank, U.S. Bank, at Wells Fargo Bank. I own 20% of their stock options. That's 20% shares in the company. Plus, I've got a silent partnership with them, and that puts me on the board. So I am on the board, listening to board meetings and shit, going, well, we could do this and this. We could do this. We could do this. Yeah. But they don't have to take my idea. They just say, I'll take that under consideration. Some of those actually sound good. We might do that at a later date. Just saying. So I do have a say in the bank, but I don't have control of the bank. I have enough control to put to watching over my accounts. No, you're not getting the bank accounts. I also own 20% of Umpqua Bank stock. Umpqua, like right uptown where they kicked me out of the bank just for asking if I had a fucking account. I provided California identification. All you had to do was look at it and say yes or no. But no, you're fucking pricks. That's where my $1 billion I took from the Hells Angels went. So I transferred it out of your fucking bank. So let's figure out how we're going to get me my shit back, shall we? I just went a long way towards doing it. Don't forget, you can use these little videos as video affidavits in case I die, or if I don't want to come to court. You can just play these videos and say, this is what's going on, Your Honor. This is his testimony, Your Honor. Yeah, you can do that. That's why these are being made. Now have fun with my testimony. Of course, you're going to have to find it all. It's spread out through all my platforms. That means you're going to have to subscribe to my OnlyFans because some of the juicy information is there. It's only $5. That means the opposing counsel has to subscribe too, so he knows what we're dealing with. That's 2 subscriptions. Not to mention all the fans or the witnesses, the jury might want to review the information. That's an awful lot of your subscriptions. Not to mention the people in the audience in the court. They might want to know what's going on, so they might want to subscribe. My asshole says it all. Look at OnlyFans. I told you I made my money doing prostitution as a child. I made my first $1 million doing prostitution as a child. You can get paid a lot of money as a child. They want to pay that big money. And all the evidence you need is on my OnlyFans. There's a picture of my asshole just to show you how used it is. So I'm not like that anymore. Once I turned 18, my $2,000 paycheck turned into a $200 paycheck. And that's when I turned straight. It was no longer worth the money. So I have a childhood of being fabulous. So I am the fabulous 5-star general. I'm not fabulous anymore. I'm just a little fabulous. I just come across as fabulous. Because I was fabulous as a child. I was a fabulous child. Once again, this broadcast is proudly brought to you by Pepsi Cola Pepsi products, sold in stores near you. Get yours at the Dollar General. Hello, person. There's somebody in here with me. You are talking to the fabulous 5-star general, James Monroe Bradsher. What do you want? Haha, Kira. But yeah. Ever since I got rich, these people have been after me. Tacoma, Washington, Key Bank tried to steal my money. Then a bike shop tried to steal my money. Then my job tried to steal my money. Then I came to California, and the bank stole my money again. The bank stole my money. And I can't call the BBB because the BBB website's all fucked up. And all I can get back is $100,000 insurance on my account. Maybe I should get back on the stand. Who wants to cross-examine me? I really fuck with the court system. You can't have half my assets, Heather. You just want it so you can give it to Richard Miller. Because you work for the Chaunces. You work for the Hells Angels, yes you do. You work for the Hells Angels and you screw. You take it up the butt and the vag all day. And methamphetamine is your pay. You get high. You get high and fuck a lie. You get high. When you work with the HA all the day, you get high and you fuck a lot. No? Get high and you cock a lot. When you're Hell's Angel, you don't get caught. You get high and suck a lot, but it just gets by first. But you ain't got the money to buy it twice because you are so fabulous. Because you're HA and it's rich. You are so. No? You're not singing about the Hells Angels? Why? What are the Hells Angels going to do to me? I'm a retard. Do the Hells Angels want to be the kind of organization that fucks with a retard? Do you, Hells Angels? Come on, fuck with the retard. I want the Hells Angels to get a reputation as an organization that tries to kill and steal from a Riri. I'm a retard, proud and firm. I'm a retard. Everybody knows it's documented. So, you want to steal from me and kill me? Your organization is willing to steal from and kill retards. Ooh, how the mighty have fallen. Oh, you want to help out? You look like you scraped your knees when you went down. Well, while you're down there, here, let's get this ready. Just stay there. It won't take long. Come on, fuck with Riri. Fuck with Riri. Come on. You harassed him and he sued you for $1 billion and now you want it back. Take from the Riri. Steal from the Riri. Oh, the Riri won't notice. He's just a Riri. Come on. Steal from the Riri. Come on, Hells Angels. You big, bad, mean organization. Can't even handle a retard. Oh, yeah. Now I'm being edited by the flies. Now the flies are editing me? Oh, come on. This is not controversial content, you little piece of shit bug. Get off my camera. I think the Hells Angels should make apologies. I'm sorry, Mr. Riri. We didn't mean to offend your delicate sensibilities. An apology in the form of monetary supplement and marijuana would be nice. A nice structured settlement. Say $5,000 a month and £1 a month of the HA's best shit. And we'll settle out of court. But it has to be the HA's best shit. I want the best shit. And $5,000 a month in my hand. You understand? I don't want it in their hands. I don't want it in somebody you know's hands. Because if I don't get it, I'm a Riri. I can be very irritating. Yeah, it's called a shakedown. A mafia shakedown, homie. $5,000 and £1 of weed a month. Otherwise, the lawsuits continue. Because I got you lined up for another lawsuit. And this time, I'm going to hit you for $6 billion. But I'll settle out of court for £1 a month and $5,000 a month. We'll call the $5,000 a month and the marijuana a charitable donation to the First Temple of Bodleian Ministries, my church, and as such is a tax write-off for your organization. So you get $5,000 and the price of £1 of weed back for every month at tax time. We come up with an equitable solution. Then I'll see you when you get here. I expect Heather Thurston to bring me my first pound and my first $5,000 settlement. And I want usage of her too, you know. She is my property. No more protecting her from me. She's mine. I own her because the railroad owns her. The HA don't own her. The railroad owns her. And I own the railroad. That means I own a lot of your people too. If you could hear the people in the surveillance I hear, it is fucking hilarious. Fucking hilarious. All I hear is their voices. My team has the surveillance screen all cut up into little cubes. Each one has a different person on it. And they're listening to them talk. And I call it like a TV show because it's a TV show for the feds. I'm not, you know. And I'm listening to it like I'm in another room just listening to the broadcast. Fucking hilarious. Fucking hilarious. So I think I've settled my problem with DHA. Not that I had much of a problem with them. I mean, they weren't really bothering me much. And I get $5,000 a month and a pound of weed of my own. I ain't got to smoke Willie's weed no more. I got my own weed. That'll help Willie out. Then he'll have his weed and he won't have to sit there and share with me. Then any weed he gets from his source will be his weed. I'll have my own source. I know how to get things done. $9:55. Okay. That means it's almost time to feed the lizards, so I'm going to have to end the broadcast pretty soon. So, 2:27, 2.5 hours. It's not a bad podcast. It's better than half an hour, wouldn't you say? It's worth the money, right? And I've advertised for Pepsi Cola, Pepsi products, what? Pepsi Cola, Pepsi products multiple times. And what about Amazon shipping? Amazon for all your shopping needs. And go to Amazon.com. Okay, it's called product placement. You place the product somewhere in your screen so people can't help but notice it. I was doing it on TikTok too, but people got me in trouble. They'd sit there, oh, you got this, you got that. I'm like, and they're like, you got advertise on this shit. So I had to come to YouTube where I can advertise because that's where the real money is. TikTok's nice with the penny donations and the $10 donations. I really thank the donators. That's really generous, especially during these COVID times. But yeah, I was looking for this kind of money. This kind of money pays the bills. Yeah, I think that's nice. Pound of weed, $5,000 a month for my church. $5,000 a month for the church pays the electric bill, pays the water bill. It gets some fixing up done on the property. $5,000 a month can do a lot for this little church. So, God thanks you for donating to the First Temple of Bob Ministries. The Hells Angels may not be such a bad organization after all. And we do use marijuana in services, so the marijuana is useful as well. You know, a little alcohol, I can afford my own alcohol, but a little alcohol for services as well. You know, sacramental wine, only I use whiskey and whatnot, sacramental whatever. Just say a blessing over it, it works. That's how I go to the bar. Because the way I see it is you can preach in church. Amen to those that preach in church. Amen to you, brother. Okay? But preaching in church, that's preaching to the choir, homie. These people want to be here. These people know the message. These people have had it pounded into their head every day. Okay? Where are the sinners? Where are the sinners, homie? Where are the sinners? The sinners are in that pub down the street. So how are we going to get their attention? That's easy. I'm going to pack up and I'm going to go down to that little pub. And I'm going to go in there and I'm going to sit down. And I'm going to order me a drink. And when the drink comes and everybody sees me in my priestly attire, I'm going to say a prayer over my drink. And I'm going to start drinking. And I'm going to start praying. And I'm going to start preaching. And I'll be damned if I'll be damned if one of those people doesn't show up in my church later. They probably will. You know? That's how you make an impact on the world. You got to reach the sinners. And to reach the sinners, you got to climb in the muck and the mire with them. So I'm going to be at the whorehouse. I'm going to be at the bar. And you're going to see me there. So don't be upset when you see me posts in the paper going, priest found at the nudie bar. Amen. Yes, I am, because this is where the sinners are. How am I going to affect these young women and the men oogling them from my church? I'm not. So I'm here where I can make a difference. So yeah, when Texas Tavern was open, you'd see me at Texas Tavern drinking. Hotel bar, you'd see me at the hotel bar drinking. Just doing my job, reaching out to the sinners. You get drunk and got a long walk ahead of you, I'm leaving too. I'll walk with you, homie. That way you got someone to lean on. Make sure you don't get hit by a car. You need a pack of cigarettes? There's your pack of cigarettes. Now you're home. You're safe and sound. Now I'm going to go home. I've done it before and I'll do it again. I'm just a civil-minded citizen trying to do the best I can for my community. Now, with that, I think I'm going to let you go so I can go tend to my lizards. All my sister's lizards. They're Blaze Queen's lizards. But I got to go chop them up some kale and some strawberries and see how spoiled the little rugrats are. So I'm going to let you go. So just keep in mind, there are people out there who need attention. There are people out there that need food. There are people out there that need clothes. It doesn't cost much. Get a pack of t-shirts, go down the street going, here's one for you, here's one for you, here's one for you. It doesn't cost too much. But it changes their day. So, go out and change somebody's life for the better, homie. Go help somebody.